GTA Trilogy had a trailer as well. And it looks fine. It's exactly what I expected. They just fucking put a fresh coat of paint over it. Character models still look shit, but the world around it looks okay. All the like lights and like the textures on the background and the buildings and stuff like that look great. Character models still look like trash. In all three of them, they showed off. I think this Vice City is one I'm looking at, and their faces are still really fucked up.
Yeah.
But looks fine. Looks fine.
I don't mind that too much. I think they did exactly what I said they were going to do in our last discussion about it. They confirmed online that if you fail a mission, you can restart the mission from the start. You don't have to drive back. So that's nice. Cool. That's super cool.
Nice. Yeah, because that was a big thing. Like you die in a certain area, then you'd go to that hospital or whatever, and then you'd have to find a car, drive all the way back to wherever you started the mission, and then drive. Yeah.
I played San Andreas a few years ago, got nearly to the end, and I stopped playing for that reason. I loved it. But that just put me off so much. So like that alone is like, well, okay. And then the render distance looks good. They just sort of...
Did they really show anything about the render distance?
They just showed the city, and you could see it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Good point.
One thing I noticed that they didn't mention, though, was the soundtracks. And that gets me a little nervous. Because I think the soundtracks, particularly for me, for like Vice City, were so iconic. And like... like Bark at the Moon and like it's just like those classic jams have to be in the game, and they didn't mention them. So
I mean, even in San Andreas, there's like literally you go to the lowrider meet, right? And there's that song. I forget how it goes, but there's literally a song, and every time I hear that song, I still think of the lowrider meet, and it's just like, that was the Grand Theft Auto song. That's where I first heard that song. So there's some nostalgia things to it as well.
They also mentioned, sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second.
That's fine.
They also mentioned that San Andreas is going to be on Game Pass, and GTA 3 is going to be on PlayStation Now. But Vice City isn't anywhere. So
weird. That's such a weird.
So I'm also wondering, can we buy these games piecemeal like that?
That would be nice.
That would be nice, because a $60 price point for these games is a lot.
Is that how much they're asking for?
Yeah. Which
that's too much. That's too much.
It is 3 games, but it is too much. And I could just play San Andreas on Game Pass, but the one I really wanted to play was Vice City. Mm-hmm. So I'm kind of like, that's the one I wanted to play, because I just played San Andreas a couple of years ago. I want to play Vice City again. But I don't know. I'm into it. I love these games. I actually think Vice City and San Andreas are the reason I am into video games like today.
I could see that. Yeah.
Like those
San Andreas. Yeah, San Andreas for me, for sure. Vice City, not so much. That was like a later thing.
Vice City was the first Grand Theft Auto I played. And it was, it was like, and I know it's an intense game for a kid to play, but I didn't think about it like that. I just thought it was like fun and stupid, and like it was so important.
Do whatever you want. Yeah.
And those 2 games and Battlefield 1942 and Ratchet & Clank, those were like the games that made me a gamer, So
right. Yeah.
As much as I think it's lame that we're getting these and not like a ground up remake, I'm still like into it.
Well, we're probably not getting a ground up remake because it's expensive.
Oh, they also
do it, and they're also making Grand Theft Auto 6.
They also mentioned that the controller and gameplay feel is more like GTA 5. I don't know exactly what that means, but to me that means we're changing the accelerate button from X to like R2, and maybe the car flipping mechanic will be different.
Hopefully, yeah.
Honestly, if they don't fix that, that's fine. It is like part of those games, so I get it. And honestly, if they do change it to a more GTA 5 car where like you go on your back like a turtle and you blow up, if they do change it, I feel like a lot of people would complain. So I don't know. They're kind of at a crossroads there, I guess.
Yeah.